Well, Professor Frey. How we doing there, Big Cat?
I can hear those things, those people with the fans and the parachutes.
Is that a group?
It's got that big industrial fan on their back, and they scoot through the sky.
Yeah,
and
time travel. They're time travelers. They travel through time.
They're polluting my sky. No, they travel through Bushkill Township, and slowly and loudly.
Do you think that those people, when they bought those things, that they thought for a second this is how people would travel in the future? In 2020, you think they thought they'd be driving fans around?
I don't know. It's not a very high-tech means of.
Have you ever been in a machine like that? Ever been in a machine like that?
Not, I wouldn't.
No, that's not a thing for me or you.
No, I'm not really I would I'd do that before hang gliding for sure. I don't know if I would do it before skydiving, but I also know I'd never go skydiving, so you can kind of eliminate
skydiving is never
out for me.
Do you know there's a billboard on the way up to the Poconos? It's for skydiving, and it says, "Hey, want to go skydiving?" As if you'd be on the highway, like, "Fuck it, let's go skydiving."
It puts you over the edge, like you finally did.
Honey, yeah. I know we were gonna go to the mountains, but want to just risk death?
It must work because billboards cost a lot of money.
I guess so.
So there must be something. I mean, I wonder if billboards are kind of like, like placemat advertising though. Like it still exists and it still costs money, but people haven't caught on yet that it doesn't actually do anything.
You know, I saw a little documentary on YouTube. I don't know if you've been. Have you been?
Oh, that's where I get all my info from.
YouTube is where I've seen every conspiracy theory video I've ever seen. But I just saw one. The advertisements at the beach with the planes, the banners.
Oh, I saw that. How dangerous it is.
It's very dangerous.
Yeah, it's way more
pretty
dangerous.
Like crazy, just a crazy business, you know?
All for a lunch buffet $15 banner. Like there's no real big payoff. I saw
crab legs $9.99.
I don't know why I saw the same video, but I just saw it the other day, and it was like they have to get they get these two poles on the ground, like a little bit wider than the plane. Yeah, and then they have a string that goes across the poles, and it has the banner attached to it. And then the pilot has to like go way up high, come around, and then get like 4 feet off the ground, and then fly back up.
Yeah, and then not just fly back up, like a fucking vertical, like
go back
up. You're like,
all right.
That's what you do 4 or 5 times a day.
Yeah, I was thinking, why don't they just make the poles higher? Right, like
you got to get a ground to string them up.
Just get a ladder. I mean, get a ladder.
You know what? This is a bad fact about me. I Googled beach banner plane crash to see if there was any footage. There wasn't, thank God. But it was one of those Googles where like, I hope I don't get any results because you don't want to see it. But if it's there, you got to watch it.
Well, Angela saw it.
Angela did see it in person, so that's a tough thing.
But after all these years, just get like two ladders, man.
I've never been sold by a beach banner ad. Should we do a clicking and screaming banner ad at the beach?
I think, they're probably like $10,000 or something crazy. They must work. I mean, people pay for them, but like, I think they're cool. But yeah, I've never you're at the beach anyway. Every restaurant's a scam. All of them are scams.
Why do you say that? There's nothing better than a beach restaurant, pal.
Oh, there's nothing worse than a beach restaurant.
A couple crab legs. Everybody's there in tank tops, got their shoes on. Come on now.
Get out of here. Mayor Chris, no to the skydiving, but you can trick or treat here in Tatamy on Halloween.
All right.
Odd connection between Halloween and skydiving, but I did see him. I saw him post something from the Tatamy Facebook page, I guess, because that's like a hot thing now, is who's doing Halloween and who's not. Because
right.
Stuff. But basically,
there was a news story though that I don't know if you guys know. Not about Halloween, but about the local area. It's talking about the local things. The
guy who went to like a children's park and tried to physically hurt an employee because they suggested he put his mask on.
Yeah, the Sesame Street,
which is like the policy of the privately owned company that the kid works for and doesn't own or set the policy for.
It's just a New York City couple fought a teen that works at the Sesame Place.
Of course.
Because the teen was like, "Hey man, I gotta wear this Elmo outfit in the scorching heat. Could you put a mask on?" And that New York City couple's like, "I pay good money to live in a high-rise apartment to beat the shit out of kids like you."
Yeah.
And things happen. So Google that.
I don't get that anywhere. No matter like when people go to the store, my cousin works at a Starbucks and they have certain rules at Starbucks. Obviously, it's a massive company, and she's like 17 and works at Starbucks. You know, you don't get paid a lot of money, and people come in. And lately, since everything with masks, they've been like laying into the employees because they're in on the scam, making people wear masks. It's like, dude, you have to know this person didn't set the policy for Starbucks. You must know that. Or people come in and be like, $3.50 for a coffee. Are you? Yeah. They did not set the price. They didn't set the price, and you came here.
Yeah. Yeah. It's a crazy world out there, man. It's a crazy world. Wait, hold on. I just got the. I don't want to send that video. It's the video of the plane crashing. We shouldn't watch it. We don't want that. We don't need that evil.
We don't need
that. But before we go any further, Tim, how's your day? Share the link, by the way. Share the link.
It's pretty good, man. It's pretty good. I got Rita's ice cream.
Good.
I was like in a little bit of excitement. That's all I got. But I'll tell you this. I left to go get Rita's because I was gonna have a special treat. I like the mango ice with the vanilla custard on top. And I got almost to Rita's and I realized I forgot my mask at home.
Oh,
and I forgot my shoes at home. So I didn't have mask or shoes, and I'm almost at Rita's. So I had to go all the way back home.
And you're telling me you don't like beach restaurants going out like that?
I don't think people should be able to go to restaurants with no
sans shoes. You don't need to wear anything other than shorts, board shorts at a beach restaurant.
I don't like it. But either way, I especially don't like it when I just want to get some ice cream, and I just jumped right in my car with nothing ready. So
quick update on the beach banner crash. The man didn't die. So happy.
That's great. That's good.
Yeah. Should we bring in our esteemed colleague?
Yeah, we got Kate, and we also have Garrett. We got two people,
two guests
to leap in.
If you're out there in your homes, start the drum roll. We are going to bring in, you love her, you hate her, all the way from Bethlehem, PA. Put your hands together. It's Kate Hughes.
Hi.
There she is.
It's at this point, we're just going to get the bell.
We've bailed
tomorrow.
We've bailed on the bell.
We're going to be at the studio tomorrow, all of us. So we'll pick her up.
Bailed on the bell. It's like the whole purpose of the show. And we've gone without it. I think it's affected viewership. It's affected our mood.
It's crossed my mind. And that other bell I had was an imposter bell that I decided to stop.
I wish you wouldn't have bailed on both bells.
Tim,
I have the other bell if you want me to get it.
How do you think the bell feels?
Yeah,
I think it feels like neglected and sad.
Like a whole week.
You know what's sad about the bell? Because Mr. Fauerbach in the studio, he's having people there, and the bell's like, because the bell doesn't know our faces. It's just like a bell. It's like it gets excited when there's action. And then
I think the bell knows our faces.
Maybe the bell does know our faces.
I think it does at this point.
Maybe not anymore. Maybe the bell's forgotten our faces.
Probably by now.
To take a vibe from Kate, I remember the job I had before I lost it. The last job I had that I loved. I was like, I'm gonna be here for so long, and I love it here. I'm gonna do something fun for the gang. So I ordered 2 idea bells because we used to call it an idea bell off of Amazon. I was like, hey guys, I got this bell. It's like for if we're in a meeting, you have an idea, you can ring the bell. You don't have to do it, but it's fun. Yeah. And they were like, why would you bring a bell to work? That could have been the beginning of the end for me, honestly.
Yeah.
I thought it was like a fun thing, and they literally was just like,
here's an idea. You're fired.
Yeah. This man is a fool.
What's that company? With the that was easy button.
Oh, Staples.
Staples.
You saw what happened to them.
You saw what happened to them. They had one bell, one push button thing.
Are they gone?
They're gone.
Wait, Staples is gone?
No,
they're gone. You know what I do want to say though? Big news happened. I saw over Airport Road, the shopping center. That's not COVID. That was a pistachio. Halloween stores going in. That's like, isn't that
so
crazy?
like that's an anti-corona, is that like a corona thing?
Or they know something that the rest of us peasants don't.
Wait, I mean,
Walmart's open. You may as well open the Halloween. I mean, I don't know.
Walmart's just basically a Halloween store with beef jerky in it.
Yeah.
No one says it. No one thinks that.
Not until now.
Wait, what?
Halloween.
I'm confused. What's the? I don't get the joke. The Halloween.
You
store.
of all people don't know what a Halloween store is?
I know what
all
it
your
is.
Costumes.
I don't go to the store. What? I'm
no,
confused.
because they're not letting any new stores open. So like to have it be allowed during Corona times is
because
are they in on the Illuminati?
Oh, it's a new store.
And AC Moore was there. Which you would think an AC Moore during COVID times would flourish.
People want to be crafting the whole time.
You could make your own masks.
They sell masks.
You know who's been social distancing for a really long time?
Who?
Jesus and also Jason. He's always like behind the hedges.
Mm-hmm.
Mask.
What if Jason was about ready to get somebody and they were like, and he's like,
whoa.
Oh, holy sh!
I never got into that kind of. I was never into those movies.
Oh, the horror stuff. Well, my brothers, we watched like Freddy Krueger. That's probably why I have nightmares.
But I never liked them very much.
I haven't watched 1 second of anything of the sort.
You never saw any of those things.
Nope. I can't even watch what is ever the spoof or the parody of
Scary Movie.
Did I just pull a movie? What was that one movie? It was like a scary movie, but it was a spoof.
About Scary Movie.
Laughing in the corner of that asshole. Look at him, he's laughing down there.
I wasn't allowed to go see Scary Movie. That was one of the ones my dad was like, that's too many. He didn't say this, but I know what he was thinking. That's too many dick jokes for a 13-year-old.
Wait, what's the one where Drew Barrymore dies right in the beginning? We were all like, what? Drew Barrymore's dead?
A serious movie or a joke movie?
It was like a scary movie, but also with jokes in it.
50 First Dates.
Yeah, basically. Is it I Know What You Did Last Summer?
I don't know what you did last summer. Tim, I didn't know you last summer.
In the chat.
No, certainly not. Next year we can say it, though.
I don't know what you did last summer.
It's Scream.
It is Scream.
Yeah.
Yeah. But do you remember
was that a parody? That was a spoof, wasn't it?
There's I think there's like jokes in there, right?
I
can't remember.
Dude, this is true. Oh, sorry. Yeah, this is true right here. Stranger Things fucked me up for I couldn't watch it at nighttime.
Wait a minute. Wait, Tyler. First of all, I don't know how many seasons are in Stranger Things. How many? 4?
Well, 3 are out and 4 is coming out.
Okay, so Tyler, how many seasons have you watched?
I've seen everything. I've seen it all.
You've seen them all.
Yeah, I love it. I love the show, but I was scared of it. It took me a while to get into it. I was
Wait. So
out.
Tim looks like the guy that brushes his teeth in that show.
Yeah,
with the pills and the beer.
But I watched the first season and then I was like, you know what? I'm good. I don't need to see it again.
Yeah, you're right.
This first season is substantially better than the second and third season.
Look who's smart.
It really is. I thought this. I mean, if you're not going to watch, it's not going to matter. But the second one was tolerable, and the third one I thought was actually outright bad. But people will get mad at me for saying it, so I stopped saying
that. For saying that it was bad
because you're in it. You're just sad because you're in it.
Yeah,
I'll take that guy though. He's not like the most handsome guy. He's all right though. He's fine.
He's a rugged you trust the man.
And season 1, he punches out a bunch of bad guys. So I was like, all right, that's fine.
Well, that's basically what they did. Every season, they're like, all right, there's still scary shit in the town, but they're bigger. All right, cool.
See,
I think season. Did you not like the first one either?
I can't get rid of the pistachio, guys.
I wish you would just take a sip of water.
Yeah, here, try this, Tyler.
Do you have any bevs?
I got a sparkling water, and it feels like it's
tickling
joining forces with the pistachio.
It probably is.
Yeah.
I watched the first season because everyone's like, you have to watch the show, and then everybody is like, and I hate that. I'm not the kind of person if everybody's into something, I'm like, I'll be over here. I don't want to be on that plane.
Or there's movies that people will get mad if you haven't seen it. I didn't see Scarface for a while. People
I never saw it.
I never seen Scarface.
It's very offensive.
Life.
What about Game of Thrones? You guys seen that?
Nope.
No.
I haven't seen that.
I think we're all. What's that one that ended the show? Sopranos.
Sopranos.
I didn't see that either.
I didn't see it either.
I like that.
I heard that was good, but
I heard that was good. I'm not gonna do it. I'm not going in
it now. No.
Yeah.
It's hard now. It's easier now. to to have like a binge show, like, but would you have watched? Do you think people would have watched Stranger? And I'll ask Garrett too. Would people have watched Stranger Things if it was like once a week and you had to wait for a week to watch it?
Oh, remember Waiting? Remember
Breaking
Waiting?
Bad. Oh, the movie Waiting?
No, I mean Waiting. Like, you know how people used to do it?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
No, I don't understand. It's a movie, right?
We don't know it.
It's a lost art. Waiting.
Yeah.
What do you mean I can't watch my entire favorite show from beginning? You know what I do? And this is all you need to hear about me. I'll watch like 2 or 3 episodes of a show I like. People will recommend it, and then I'll just watch the last episode. I'll just fast forward. Like, I want to know what happens. Guess what? I don't have to wait. I don't want to love these characters. They're not real. So I just watch the end and I figure it out, or I look it up on Wikipedia.
You really do that?
Yeah. I don't do that.
Yeah, I do.
It's like skipping to the end of a book. I wouldn't do that.
I do that too.
I don't do that. You missed the whole meat of the
I just want to know what happens to these people.
You hate waiting that much. You hate waiting.
I actually miss looking forward to TV, like looking forward to what do they call it? TGIF. Remember that?
Wait.
Yeah, I didn't know it. I didn't
remember TGIF.
The restaurant.
And everybody was like pumped up.
The restaurant.
No.
I'm sorry.
The ABC.
Hell yeah.
TGI. That's
you guys like Bloomin' Onions, man?
Wait,
that's Texas Roadhouse.
Yeah, that's
idiot.
Another restaurant.
You effing
sorry.
So stupid.
TGI Fridays has the bruschetta pasta. You know, the unlimited margs, whatever. No, I'm talking about the television, fries, bro? The television event on ABC where it would have like every Friday it would have the new episode of like Step by Step and with what's her face.
What about the guy, the 2 girls, the young girls, Olsen twins? Was that on that? What is that? What is that?
No.
Full House.
Oh, maybe it was on that. Actually.
Now it's Fuller House. Do you know about it?
I can't get through it. I tried getting through it.
Sucks terribly.
It was really hard to watch.
TGIF was the highlight of the week coming from Angela Malpedo.
Oh,
Malpedo.
I
don't know. Fuck. Our chain restaurant knowledge is terrible.
Yeah, sorry about that.
Sorry, we have class.
Yeah.
We talked about McDonald's last night. It's only natural to talk about TGIF tonight.
Yeah.
No, I don't remember what I'm going to say now. Sorry.
Wait, let's touch on this for a second. Speaking of chain restaurants, what's the best?
Best of the worst?
What do you like? What's your number one?
The one I go to?
Well, yeah, then that's yeah.
Oh, I remember what I was going to say. Can I just say it real quick?
Sure.
So an ex-boyfriend, like a recent one.
Uh-oh.
Fell in love with Fuller House. I was like, it's over. Like, I got to go.
That he left. Yeah.
Yeah, thank God.
Did he leave you for the Fuller House clan, or did you leave him because his terrible taste in television?
Yeah. It's a garbage show. It's really
try to say terrible taste in television. Real fast.
Terrible taste in television. Terrible taste in television.
Actually, not that. It's not
that hard.
We both
did it.
I thought it'd be harder because I struggle with it, but you guys didn't.
We're better.
I even have.
We're better.
Big like lips.
It's my tongue. My tongue is like abnormal.
I even have large lips, so I can say anything. Really.
You do have full lips tonight.
Massive lips. I know.
As the boys would say, they're almost.
That's why I bang up some words sometimes, like room.
Because of the lips, they just run into each other.
Inside, like right here, I'll have said the word, but by the time it gets to here, it's just.
I thought you were saying your lips are down here.
Maybe you got some thick lips. Know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Do you guys like that? You like
I don't know.
Trigger lips?
Oh, like the Botox lips?
No, Petrushka. Taco Bell isn't what I'm talking about. I'm talking about chain restaurants.
For me, it's Carrabba's.
Oh, chain restaurants.
Chain restaurants like there's tiers, right? There's tiers. There's like the Applebee's, Red Robin's thing, and then there's like the PF Chang that's a little higher, still chain.
I was never there.
You're not missing anything.
Good.
Are you an Applebee's gal?
I've been. I don't remember what's there, so probably don't like it that much.
Stinks. They're all pretty bad. They all treat their employees very badly, and the food quality is very bad. And everything's about it is pretty bad.
I love the birthday, the happy birthday. They're the obligation. They all have to come out and sing. And
we had to do that at Carrabba's. It was so embarrassing.
Oh, what's the one that
happy birthday, happy birthday. And then the chef is in the back like happy birthday, happy birthday.
They all come
At
out.
Carrabba's, they would do like, I guess happy birthday must be a copywritten song.
I actually love that song. That's my go-to when I get up.
It's ringtone.
Yeah. So
I like it.
They had this stupid Carrabba's version, and the servers. I was a cook, but at Carrabba's the kitchen is open, so you can see the cooks, and the servers would sing whatever the song was, and then at certain intervals, the cooks would have to take their utensil and then go, "Hey," and then the servers would continue singing, and then we have to go, "Oh," and it was so degrading. The whole thing was so awful that they eventually did away with it, at least for us.
Yeah, because I'm sure you guys did it like. You weren't enthusiastic.
I don't think people even liked it.
Wait a minute. So Tim, your lines were hey
and ho, hey and ho. Oh, and at the end we go Carrabba's. So it was pretty tough to memorize.
Good thing we've never done chain restaurants for Takeout Friday, but I guess they're owned by local people too.
Oh, Anna Hamilton's right. That would be my favorite. Cracker Barrel.
Cracker Barrel?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. All right. Well, that's a powerful one.
Clean bathrooms for when you're dismembering a body on the run.
But I have to say, I like that place more because of the little shop in there. I like the little shop. I thought it was
with the retro candy.
Yeah.
Kate's like, I'm gonna go over to Cracker Barrel. What are we? You hungry? No, I'm gonna shop there.
You've never. I hate to say
in
it,
the bathroom.
Well, I'm gonna tell you right now. I've gone to Cracker Barrel and bought Christmas gifts.
Oh, that's it. I thought you were like,
they have very cute ornaments. They have very cute ornaments.
Don't ever say that again.
Your mom
admit that. Your mom's listening, Tim.
she loves the Cracker Barrel ornaments.
The sign. Cracker Barrel sign.
I read this as wallet with the chain wallet of restaurants.
Chain wallet.
I mean, I get that's more of a sheets, but
yeah.
Wait, do you guys have you ever used a chain wallet? Are you afraid? Who's afraid of that stuff? Like they're afraid. They're like, oh, I need to have it.
I didn't know why I made a chain wallet. I made my own chain. My mom and dad wouldn't let me have a chain wallet, so I got a chain and I attached it to my wallet.
Wow.
I'm sorry, young man. That's just too badass for you. We're gonna have to give you a Velcro wallet like the babies.
Yeah. Also, like, what the fuck you gonna put in this wallet, pal? You got no money. You got no cards. You can't even remember to bring pencils to class. You know,
they're not. Yeah, that had a valid point.
Are you guys bullied by your parents?
Yes.
Yeah.
Not about wallets.
Well, I was just bullied about everything. I was an idiot kid, though. That kind of helps. Should we get ready? Should we crack into movie night? You guys want to get into it?
Yeah, I feel bad. It's 23 minutes in and Garrett's still waiting.
Sorry, Garrett.
Garrett's
been entertained.
He's been doing push-ups and sit-ups in the corner, ready to.
Has he really? Because I can't see.
You can't
see. He looks like Robert De Niro from Cape Fear. We should watch Cape Fear. Yeah, that's a scary movie.
I'm gonna bring. I'm gonna read this up.
I don't know.
We don't Garrett, know we're gonna all talk. This is gonna be our first topic of conversation. Our chain wallet safe. Garrett, prepare your answer, ladies and gentlemen. Here to talk about Haywire, the motion picture. You've seen him almost every Wednesday since before the inception of time, pre quarantine. Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for Garrett Smith. Garrett, welcome to the program.
Thank you. Hold your applause. I want to address Sam's question. Chain wallets are unsafe. They lead to you looking like Fred Durst, and that is unsafe. Categorically unsafe.
Have you ever chain wallet? Have you ever had to?
Buddy, if you don't think I also had to make my own goddamn chain wallet because my parents thought it was too fucking stupid for me to do it.
Hell yeah,
pay money for it. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, that's the thing. I don't know if they weren't like allowing me to have it, or if they were just like, this is too stupid. What do you mean?
I don't know what I'm sure it was just like, why would we spend money on this? Like, what the fuck is wrong with you that you
like
think
either
this
get a
spend
chain
money on for you
or get a wallet?
Yeah,
you don't need a chain wallet.
And it's like, okay, the purpose of the chain wallet is to. Yeah, this is what I'm saying. The purpose of the chain is to like so people don't steal your wallet, right? But then you just have the chain dangling. Yeah. They can just rip it right from you.
Well, I think it was your parents preventing you from looking stupid. I don't think it was a danger thing.
Probably.
But I remember, Kate, you'll kind of understand this, but you didn't switch to Catholic school, but you didn't switch from Catholic school. But when I finally went to public school, I knew I could wear whatever clothes I wanted, and I was like, for some reason, I was like, I want to wear like like a dog, like a studded dog collar.
You want it to be somebody else.
My parents are like, whatever you're thinking, whatever message you think the studded dog collar sends, it's different than what you're thinking. No.
We're not going to tell you what it means.
Yeah. They did let me get bleach tips though, which
that was really cool.
I also regret, but they let me do it, which was
cool. I bleached my hair once too. It was fucking terrible.
All right, before we talk about movie night, can we just say one thing? How about when you went to college?
I didn't.
You did though.
No, I visited friends at colleges.
That's not true, Tyler. I've heard.
I went to Northampton County Community College.
Did you reinvent yourself?
I went to country college.
College.
I majored in general studies.
We planted yams.
Okay, this question doesn't go to Tyler than the other boys here. So when you went to college, were you like, did you think like I'm gonna try to be someone like different? You must have, Tim.
Oh, for sure. Yeah.
I thought I would. I didn't go full like the Catholic school to public school thing, but I always
dog collar.
Yeah, I didn't go any dog. At that point, I was like,
why is Tim barking?
Why is he on the floor drinking out of a bowl?
I go full dog.
But he went to like Moravian, or like Lafayette, so it was right down the street. They're like, dude, we went to high school with you.
You're not a dog. You're not a dog.
This is Easton. You grew up in Nazareth. You're not far enough away to be acting this way.
Yeah, they're giving me kibble and shit.
No, okay, but a little bit, right?
A little bit in terms of, I always thought that people thought I was weird, so I was like, I'm just gonna act like I see like the guys who are cool act, which lasted, I don't know, one day until like
here's what I thought you said. I thought you were saying you were gonna act like you see cool guys, like you just
like I was imagining cool boys everywhere.
Imagine having that concept. Like,
where are the boys?
I see these cool guys.
Guys, I'm Tim. Where are the boys?
Yeah. And you walk up wearing a studded like choker necklace. You'd be like, yo, you guys seem cool. I'd like to chill with you guys. Like, what do you
excuse me? Are there any
nobody
boys?
there. There's nobody there, Tim, and you're not a dog.
There's just a bunch of guys in leather chaps and studded, and you're like, hey, no matter what it is, I'll do an activity you guys like to do. And they're like, really?
You seem a little young for this.
Yeah, I don't know if you want to. Do you want to join our motorcycle gang?
Don't do it, Tim.
That'd be cooler than the people who just are dogs gang.
Yeah,
at least you have a motorcycle,
dude. There's not enough.
It's weird
gangs, like non-violent.
There's a lot of gangs. Oh, non-violent
gangs. We should start a
I think we have.
Yeah,
you guys.
You mean like a barbershop quartet? That's like the only thing I can think of that's a non-violent gang.
No, it's the CNS Nation, dog.
But you guys text all the time. You're like, hey, gang. And you say the gang is, we are a gang.
We're in it. It's our gift to them.
What if the barbershop quartet, what you think is non-violent, but in turn, it's like the darkest, deepest,
and they like kill
people of all time?
Yeah, they have those things to hold their weapons, those like bands.
That's a good idea for a Will Ferrell movie.
Yeah, the one guy that blows into that little thing to create the pitch. That's actually like a poison.
Blow dart.
And blow dart is
blow dart. Yeah.
Violent barbershop.
Speaking of violent things, Garrett, what the heck, man?
Come on, what the hell? You guys didn't like Haywire? Haywire kicks so much ass.
I love
it. Does do that. It does do that.
All right, I'll make the announcement right now. I did not watch Haywire.
Tyler,
I'm sorry.
We're all disappointed. I can tell you that.
Dude, I watched this movie twice this week because I liked it so much.
I'm gonna watch it after the program. I wanted to watch it last night, but as the viewer,
you're not.
He's not gonna watch that.
You want to bet? You want me to do a goddamn movie report?
I love betting with you.
Report. Send the report in the morning.
All right, fine.
Yeah, send us the report in the morning.
Garrett, me and Kate
just watched.
You just watched it.
We didn't
watch it.
We didn't love it.
All right.
Oh man,
we didn't love it. We didn't love it.
Tell me about it here, gang. What's going on?
We didn't talk about it a lot, but we both didn't like it.
Little texty poo.
Yeah.
I can tell you, I do have a little bit of notes.
By the way.
But I can tell you this: the part that upset me the most is when they ran through and they knocked that artist's easel over. I was like, oh,
that's not fair.
Yeah, I didn't like that. No, I can tell you this. I felt like So there was that big fight scene. I know you're like, which one? Because
which one are you speaking
so
of?
many. There was so many, but
Fassbender?
The big one that was black and white sometimes and then turned color.
The one where there's like a gunfight in the street?
There's a gunfight in all of them, but where
there's in all of them also.
I think I'd watch this movie.
Are you talking Michael Fassbender?
Enough about it that I
Channing Tatum? Or faceless military guys.
This is the one where they told us the story without saying one single word. And you know what? I found out something about this movie, guys. Guys, I need words. I need words in movies because I was like, I don't know.
You're talking about before they turned on each other, right? That one. Like they
one, like I think it was like the first or second or third or fourth fight scene. It was like one of the first ones.
Yes, I know the one you're talking about.
All right, I think I'm changing my mind about watching this movie tonight.
See, I knew it.
Patricia goes, it was awful. Bless everyone who was involved. Bless their hearts. I don't know if I want
what that means.
Well, it's all
huge actors. Breaking my heart. Yeah, I know. I love
it.
I love the idea of this movie. Gina Carano is literally just beating the shit out of every like hot guy in Hollywood from the last 10 years.
Okay, that part I absolutely enjoyed. I enjoyed it. But I can tell you this: my favorite part of the whole movie.
Yeah.
And I don't think you're going to expect this from me. Was when right at the beginning, right before all of the fight scenes started happening, the very first one where he like, boom! I was like, wow!
I didn't expect it.
I rewound it. I was like, did I just see
this movie fucking takes off running and then it just like doesn't stop. I really enjoy that about it.
Okay, I'll give you that. Yeah. You can have that.
Yeah.
But
I felt like it was, that was the best because it was so unexpected.
And that sounds terrible, but I had to say
I know what you mean.
I had to be the
it's
one
super
to say
intense, but it's great too because she eventually fucking like she so quickly turns that around and turns it into like such an intense like great action scene. It's awesome.
Oh, that guy's Magic Mike.
Yeah. That's which is also directed by this director.
This is a sequel. Haywire was a sequel to Magic Mike.
Magic Mike 2 was a sequel to Magic Mike. Haywire was the origin story.
But I also Haywire is like a female James Bond origin story though, which I think is really cool too. It's like basically an origin story for like a female James Bond. By the end, she's like kind of working for the government. She's like ex-military, mercenary, and now is like sort of working for like a secret government program. It's like basically a James Bond origin story. It's pretty awesome.
Can I say something sexist?
Yeah.
Is that going to be okay? I was like,
hey, do not. Go ahead.
Oh, I was like, there's no way a girl could do all that.
No, but she does do all that. That's the whole point of the movie.
Too, we're like, and it is any movie. I don't care if it's what gender is fighting. If you keep getting hit over the head with like glass bottles, you're not just going to be like,
I know, but we watched Commando and we didn't have to talk about that. Like we watched tons of
movies. A different caliber of
it's not
fighter.
Though.
But it's also supposed to be funny. Commando.
This
is fun and funny. I think
this felt very much
MacGruber,
like Ocean's 11, Ocean's 12, like the scene she talked about with that scene is like every Ocean's movie where it's the whole bank that's the whole heist is happening. They don't say any words.
Yep.
The music sounds exactly like the music from Ocean's from the Ocean.
I liked it. I liked
the same director.
Yeah.
Okay.
But it's the same music. Is it the same music director?
It might be.
Also,
it's probably the same. He loves to use scores like this. This is just what most Steven Soderbergh movies sound like. It's really fun to cut to music like this. I think like the editing in his movies is really smooth and fluid. It's one of the things I really like about this movie. The fight scenes look really incredible because you can really like see that the actors are actually like making contact with each other and grappling and throwing each other around and stuff. That music is just like really easy, or not easy, but is fun to cut to.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Now let me ask you, as a non-viewer, is there parts in this movie? Because the Ocean's movie weren't too bad with this. What was the one with they said that the Julia Roberts was being Julia Roberts?
Oh yeah, Ocean's 12.
That was terrible.
Every
movie that gag.
Julia Roberts.
She's always Julia Roberts.
That was like she was actually not. She was playing.
So you tell me one movie that she's not Julia Roberts.
But what I'm saying is, in that movie, the bit was that they were going to get into the museum because she looked so much like Julia Roberts. That was the bit that they wrote into the script.
Yeah.
Using Julia Roberts.
Yes.
That's why there's a little funny fourth wall breakage there.
I hate that gag.
I feel like that's
then
such a weak. Like,
no, but here's why I hate that gag. Because then they see Bruce Willis, and we're supposed to believe that Bruce Willis is Bruce Willis.
Right.
And that he recognizes this woman that's not Julia Roberts as Julia Roberts, but then doesn't recognize every other leading man in Hollywood as the leading men they are. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like,
You're
he
gonna
doesn't
tell
recognize
me
George Clooney or Brad Pitt or like
you're gonna sit here and tell me a movie expert
in a hospital
that in a hospital that the continuous male assassins beating the shit out of this woman and breaking things over her head and her not even bleeding is like believable in context, but the Ocean's 12 is not.
I'm just saying, I don't like with an action movie. I don't really care. I mean, that's the buy of an action movie is like the hero is going to get the ever loving shit beat out of them and keep going.
All right, back to my original. To my question was, sorry, there points in this movie where you did the whole like, no way. Like, come on, like that would never happen. Like,
yes,
in order for like the Ocean's movie to heist to happen, so many things had to go a certain way where you're like, that would never have happened at all. Somebody just
you can get behind.
Ocean's 11, yes, but did this movie have things where you're like, well, if this person did this other thing that they way more likely would have done, this whole plan is foiled.
Yeah.
The whole movie's like that. Yeah.
Yeah. But I think that's also the point. So like you can't
a spy action movie.
Down in that.
It's it's
I hate
just
to see it.
The way those things are designed.
Kate, what was your question? I'm sorry.
I don't remember. I'm sorry, I don't remember. I'll think of it.
So Garrett,
I thought I remember.
What is it?
Do it.
She doesn't remember.
I remember. I was gonna say, what is like your favorite worst thing about fight scenes? I probably didn't phrase that properly, but like
I know what you mean.
Like the most unbelievable, maybe, or something. Because I have one.
Like the thing that I like the least about fight scenes?
No, I think it's like
the worst thing that you like.
Yeah, the worst thing that you like about a fight scene.
Like
what?
your guilty pleasure of a fight scene in a movie.
Thank you, Tyler.
Oh, a guilty pleasure?
Or you hate it.
That makes sense.
Yeah, I mean, I just really like acrobatic hand-to-hand combat. I love Jackie Chan movies. I really like watching like choreography that, almost kind of looks like dancing, but is, fighting or whatever.
Oh, that's good.
Which this movie has a ton of. Like, I love that scene where she runs up the wall to take that guy out.
Yeah,
it's awesome.
I didn't know why she did it, but I was like, that
was move number one,
awesome.
by the way. She ran in and move number one
Yeah.
was off
What
the
are
wall.
we talking about, though? Come on. Like, the John Wick movies are some of the best action movies that have come out in, like, the last few years. I love those movies. And they're full of, like, totally unbelievable, unrealistic fight choreography, but that's what's fun and cool about them.
Yeah.
That's somebody brought up, like, Kill Bill, which I fucking love, and I think is, like, a really incredible action movie. Full of, like, unrealistic action, but that's, like, that's the joy of these things, is watching people do these like unbelievable things and believing that they pull them off. Which I think is what's cool about this movie is Carano is believable, I think, as somebody that can pull this stuff off. She's like doing most of that choreography herself.
That's pretty cool. I did say, I have to admit, I was at the park today watching children like a creeper, and this man was walking by. He wasn't even running or anything. And, and at one point he like stopped and was like, and then he kept going. And then I go home and I watch this movie where this chick runs after this man and catches up with him for, I don't know, like 25 blocks. Yeah. And I'm like, she never once, and her face the whole time, like Terminator. And
I know. I love it.
The scowl.
She would actually make a good Terminator.
She would. She would be awesome. Tom Cruise is famous for running. He does it in every movie.
Every movie, like he's running from a tiger. I've always said that.
He
looks like he's really fast though. Like in real life,
he ain't.
It looks like he's probably really fast.
He ain't, dude. He ain't.
Can you outrun him?
Tommy, of course, dude.
He's a tiny man.
He's a tiny man. I'd whoop Tom Cruise. All right. I know we talked about this many weeks ago. Not many weeks ago. Maybe 2 weeks ago with John Paul Coulter. Garrett, I don't know if one of our listeners fist fought Russell Crowe on his honeymoon. You'd love to see it.
I would love to see that, actually.
Tom Cruise, and so it started with, I posed the question, what action star would you want to fight in Hollywood? Tom Cruise is my number one. I just realized.
You want to fight him?
I dislike him. I dislike Tom Cruise.
I like the Tom man.
He's got a tooth in the middle of his face.
No, he's not for me. Don't care for him.
That was given to him by the Scientology by the Scientology community. That's like the tooth of wisdom that they get. Like we have the wisdom teeth back here.
I don't.
Right up front. No,
Do you guys know?
Out.
Mm-hmm.
Do you guys know he has a cousin that's an actor? And when you see his cousin, you suddenly realize Tom Cruise is really fucking ugly because his cousin is like, his cousin is not a good looking person. And then you see his cousin and go, oh, but he looks just like Tom Cruise. So that means Tom Cruise.
I'm finding it currently.
I like that.
Yeah.
Oh wait,
imagine being Tom Cruise's cousin actor.
Yeah,
and
he
having
also
to live that life.
What's his name? It's Maprother. Is their actual last name Maprother?
My brother, like my brother, like my brother.
Yeah, yes.
Maprother. Yeah,
it's exactly like that actually.
And then take a look at him. He looks just like Tom Cruise, and it makes you
realize
he
looks like Tom Cruise.
Is this gonna upset me?
No, it looks like Tom Cruise if he was put in a microwave.
Yeah, it looks like Tom Cruise if the printer ran out of ink. Picture.
I like Tom Cruise. I like his movies.
Okay.
Tom Cruise is a horrible, crazy person that makes great movies, and I love to watch him.
Okay, here's a good picture. Here we go.
A good picture of a bad man.
Scared.
Dun.
I know.
I really wish we had
go
a
faster,
drum roll.
go faster.
Or a bell. Tyler hates waiting.
Device.
He wants to get to the end of it.
I want to see who this man is. I want to hear his backstory right now.
Wait, what?
Ooh.
Yeah, William Maprother, baby.
I think they have a similar structure, but I think
no, son, that's not good.
Tom Cruise is much better looking than Will.
I mean, but by a margin. This makes you realize it's a slim margin.
You would almost wonder if Mr. Will was the famous action star. Would we think Tom Cruise? Would we think Will was hot, and would we think Tom Cruise was ugly?
Yeah,
just based on what Hollywood has told us.
What's the guy's name? That oddly handsome guy. He's British. He's in Garrett. I know one of you is gonna know. He's in that movie where it's like the Secret Service in England, and they're in a shoe store, and it's where their secret base is.
You're talking about the Kingsman.
The Kingsman, yes.
And you're talking about the kid?
No, the guy, the adult.
Colin Firth? Is that Colin Firth?
I think I see a little Colin Firth there.
Wait,
okay, I'll give you Colin Firth.
Told just to get Colin Firth's name.
I've had that baby chambered all day.
Oh, okay.
Just waiting to drop it on the show.
Wait, so what are your like guilty pleasure with fight scenes? Quatressa had a good one. She likes people flying around and hanging on trains and stuff.
Oh yeah, I love the Fast and Furious movies. I'm with Quatressa.
Yeah,
they're like some of my favorites.
Because mine is the one that, like, I feel like I see it all the time.
Okay. Is this like an eye roll, but you secretly love it kind of thing? Is that what you're saying?
Mine is.
All right, go. So I have a better idea for mine.
Like, I'm just like, that's never gonna happen, but I like to see it.
All right.
So the one where one person is beating up everyone in the movie at the same time, and everyone's waiting their turn instead of like all lynching the guy. You know?
Yeah.
Oh,
You're always like, why would they wait for their time to get the move?
Yeah.
To get their face kicked in. Yeah.
Yeah, you're not waiting to challenge the man one-on-one. Like, don't you all just want to gang up and beat his ass?
Just get him. Just all get him.
I guess that's something in those movies. I'm like,
you can't have the same one.
All right, well, then Tim has to go, then I'll go.
All right,
I don't know, man.
So mine is when it's the main guy is a total bad, just beating the shit out of everybody, and then it's like the final boss is just a regular bad guy, but for some reason, this person who's been whooping ass the entire time can't fight them.
Wait a minute. The boss at the very end of the movie?
Yeah,
Commando has this.
It could just be like the main crime boss is just like some old guy or something like that.
Okay.
And his henchmen are assassins and the hero's winning the fights. And then he finally gets to the end of the movie but for some reason the old man poses the hardest physical challenge.
Yeah.
Like even to a degree in this movie, that nerd who was in charge of who screwed her over, she had a tiny bit of difficulty fighting him for like a second. And she would have like split his head open if he were one of the henchmen. So
okay. Yep, you're right.
So
that's a good one.
But I feel like I like it because you have to have the final boss.
Yeah,
like,
that boss guy always gets away a couple times before they get him in the end too.
Yeah.
Why?
That's Ewan McGregor in Haywire.
Yeah, I know.
Ewan McGregor. Oh, that's That's Ewan McGregor. I didn't
That
realize
is Ewan
that was
McGregor.
him.
Yeah, he's great
Yeah.
in this movie. Bill Paxton's in this movie. The cast is
I
crazy.
thought that was Bill.
I love this movie, man.
Do you guys also always confuse Bill Paxton and Dennis Quaid?
There's another guy that looks like him. Yeah,
it's Dennis Quaid. It's definitely Dennis Quaid because I even wrote down Dennis fucking Quaid and then in parentheses or Bill Paxton because I didn't look it up and I wasn't sure.
No, but I do love that people always confuse Bill Paxton and Bill Pullman. That's my favorite.
Bill Pullman's the president from Independence Day, correct?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's who I think he looks like.
Guys, I saw a clip of him hosting Saturday Night Live the year that Independence Day came out, and he walks on stage, and the first thing he says is, "Big year for Pullman."
What year was he hosting?
I guess it would have been like 96.
Oh,
it was like
okay,
the year that came out. He goes, big year for Pullman, and then he goes, get to host the Saturday Night Live show, which no one has ever called it.
Yeah.
So uncool.
Big year for Pullman. Do you think that was unironic? Like that's like
dude,
how
he's
he talks?
so excited. He's so pumped.
You think he refers to himself as Pullman?
Yeah, definitely.
Big Pullman.
Nothing has ever sounded more genuine than the way he says "big year for Pullman."
I gotta look that up when this is over.
It's amazing.
Can we throw it up? Can we? Oh, I guess we'll get.
Bill Paxton.
I'm nervous about doing that shit ever.
Bill Paxton is dead.
However, we did win against Mike Tyson.
I know we didn't draw a lot of attention to that, but that made me that screenshot when it said Mike Tyson has released his because it's phrased like he was behind his computer. Like,
yeah,
I'll let him have it. You know, like
right? You know,
isn't that funny?
This is ridiculous.
And it took a week. He made us sweat for a week.
Well, he was busy, man.
Kate, you didn't see this screen. Ty had seen it when they So when they punished us originally for showing that, they pulled our video and they said, you know, Mike Tyson doesn't like this. And then when you go to appeal it, it's like you can appeal it, and it says you can appeal this, and maybe we'll take it, we'll give it back to you. But if you appeal it and we still say no, not only are we going to remove this video, but we then could punish your page as a whole, maybe if we want.
What would the punishment be? Like we have to fight Mike Tyson?
Like maybe they get rid. I hope not. Maybe they get rid of our followers or something.
Pick one of your co-hosts to fight Mike Tyson.
I'd have to put Kate.
We'd have to put Kate. I don't know though. He's got a pretty bad track record with all types of humans.
No, I would win. I'm fast. I could go right under his legs.
You'd go right for the neck.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The last note that I have for this movie is Antonio Banderas. His voice in this movie. I was like, what? It actually made me like do it. What am I? What?
In a sexy way?
I felt like he was voicing a character of a cat in a cartoon.
That's exactly what it sounded like. It was like he was doing himself. Yeah. If himself was a cat.
Yeah, well, he was Puss in Boots in those Shrek movies.
I knew there was,
and he wasn't
extra kitty cat.
I didn't somehow miss this, right? Like he wasn't in the movie until that time at the end, right? Like you didn't see him.
No, he was in it throughout. He was in it.
Was that him with the beard the whole time?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yep.
Oh, so he was in right before the first or second or third.
Thank God for the show, because I wouldn't have noticed that he was in the entire movie.
The plot of this movie doesn't matter, I don't think. Like it is a really.
I didn't know there was one.
Yeah, it's a total nonsense plot. There's a scene that made no sense to me the first time I watched it in the middle of the movie when she's with Mike. Okay, when she's with Fassbender, and then he goes out to meet with the French Connection guy.
Oh, sorry, which one is that one?
Fassbender's the hunk. Yeah,
pretend to be married.
Oh, that guy. Okay.
Do you know what I mean?
Yes, that guy.
And they go to that party, and there's the French guy that they're meeting at the party.
Yes.
And then she has that conversation with the French guy where she's like, "Oh, I'm drunk. I need to find the bathroom. This house is so big." And he goes like, "Oh, I'll take you out to the maze." And she's like, "The maze? I don't want to go to the maze." And he goes, "Oh, it's fine to feel lost. It's supposed to relax you." And I think it's literally the director standing in and being like, I know you're all confused right now. Don't fucking worry about it. It doesn't matter that this plot makes no sense. That's not the point of this movie. I think is what that scene is for. Because then at the end of the scene, he says to her as she walks away, he says, if you get lost, the best thing to do is retrace your steps. Which is literally what she's doing. The whole plot of the movie is her in the car telling the guy the story of what happened. She's retracing her steps as she tries to figure out like the sort of loose thread that she's missing
makes
in the
sense.
plot.
That was a little director.
I think so. I think that's what's going on.
Probably. I feel like you're right about everything. So I do. So I think that's why people think that we used to date, because I'm just like, I like your brain. It works well. Yeah. No,
I don't
but
know what the hell I was supposed to be.
I don't know about the part in the car though with that little boy. I was like, is he going to surprise us at the end? Like,
no, he did not.
Yeah, no.
I think the only reason, and this makes sense, especially with what you just said about that other scene. I think the only reason they had that part of the entire movie was to have an excuse to give exposition for the rest of the movie. Yeah, because like you needed a reason to explain shit, but
there was no words in it. There was no words in it.
Well, there were little bits where she was like, "Repeat the names to me," and then he like repeated the names. So it was like, I guess they had to force that in somehow or other.
I think so. I also
that black and white scene and everything, like that was like the whole. They were showing us the whole movie, but no words. So then they had to do it in the car, I guess.
There's a lot of like showing instead of telling, which I kind of like usually. But I also think I clocked this time watching it that when she first walks in the diner, which is like the first thing that happens in the movie, she sees him having a conversation with like, I don't know, like 2 women that he's with or something, and he's just like smiling and laughing. And she like clocks that he looks like a nice, kind person. It's like the first thing
I noticed that because she sort of gives like a like a thing. Yeah, I thought he was in on it for
what do you
first
think
half of the movie. I thought he was somehow a plant or something, and then it turned out it was like, nah, he's just nah.
What do you think that says
Wrong
in the
place,
script?
wrong time.
Like, what do you think that literally the sheet says for that action?
Knowing nod.
Man. I have no idea, because that's another thing that's weird about this movie is I've seen Gina Carano in other movies, and she's fine. And I think she's really good in this movie. And it's a thing that Soderbergh does a lot in his movies where I don't know how he does it, but he gets these like amazing performances out of like non-actors, like somewhat frequently throughout his career. And he kind of surrounds them with really good actors. I think that's like part of how he does it. Like the rest of this cast is like star-studded. Mm-hmm. But I don't know. There's also something about the way he uses his camera where she's like very interesting in this movie in ways that she's not in other movies I've seen her in.
This is not any role that I think anyone would ever know her from, and it might be wrong also, but is she the super strong mutant in Deadpool?
Is she?
You know what I'm talking about? She's Ajax's sidekick, and she beats the shit out of Ryan Reynolds because it's similar. She beats him up really bad, but it seems like she's CGI'd to be a little bit bigger in Deadpool. Have you guys seen Deadpool, Kate and Ty?
No, I've seen Deadpool.
Put that on the list.
I liked both the Deadpool.
I don't know if either of you would like Deadpool. I really like it, but I also
you're correct. She plays Angel Dust.
Okay, yeah, I thought so.
Ooh,
yeah.
Nice.
I mean, guys, the best scene in this
movie.
Best scene in this movie is when she strangles Michael Fox with her eyes. I've never wanted to go out in such a spectacular fashion.
I know. She
immediately wanted to get killed that way. As soon as that happened, I was like, "Oh, please! This is how I want to go out."
Wait,
please suffocate me with your thighs.
Yeah.
Oh, she strangled with the thighs.
And then she did the old hotel pillow muffles the sound of a handgun move.
Yeah. We know how well that works.
Yeah.
Isn't that after they've smashed every single thing in the hotel room? She's like, let me just take care of it.
I thought for sure. I was actually disappointed in this because before they went into the room, she took off her high heels, and I was like, she's gonna put a high heel through his head. I thought that was going to be the move. And then she just did. She was just like, let me just get my shoes out of here. And then she continued the fight.
She knew they were going to dance. So
I was hoping for through the eyeball or something.
Yeah, that would have been good. And that would have solved all of her problems.
You can't always get what you want.
No,
Garrett,
you can't always get what you want.
Yeah.
You kind of talked about this a little bit. Do you like exposition in movies? Do you like when it's like showing versus telling? Do you rather the movie show or tell, like through dialogue or through?
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I think that just depends on the movie usually. But I do think like in general, it's like it's a visual medium. You should be showing instead of telling like most of the time.
Because you always you're taught that in like script writing. Like if you could say it through an action, do that instead of. But
especially
there are things like that. Look, like she is nice. We're like that's a little cheesy.
Yeah. But it's also like that's an acting moment that takes care of 3 lines of dialogue, right?
Yeah.
So you're saving in just the economy of storytelling, you're saving like time and space,
right?
To some
So
extent.
you
and
don't
it's
have to wait. So you just get right to it.
Exactly.
No wait.
Yep. Yeah. Which is what I hate. I hate the wait.
He hates the weight.
These are things I hate. The weight. Not Kate.
I'm such a free time. I'm like, what would rhyme with? And in my head, I'm going, mate?
Yeah.
Date? He wouldn't hate the date. That doesn't make any sense at all.
Really? It's like in her name right now. Oh, go figure.
You know, sometimes.
Well, you know.
Wow.
Do we? All right. I'm gonna apologize to Garrett first and foremost.
Please do.
For not watching the movie.
Sorry,
I'm gonna watch it next or after this. I promise.
Well, listen, I was gonna recommend another female-led action movie, but you guys were so bummed by this one, I chose something else.
Make sure it's good.
Wait,
can we
come on to our show?
I want to know Garrett. I want to know Garrett's, and maybe you're suggesting this movie. I did see literally the female version of the Ocean's movie. Last
Ocean's
weekend.
8?
Ocean's 8.
I
Kate,
did not see that movie.
8? I love that number.
Have you seen Ocean's 8?
No. Why would anyone have watched Ocean's 8 other than the fact that it has an 8 in it? But other than that, it seems pretty bad.
I hate to say it, it's not very good. But I don't, not because it's all women.
They remade a movie that has already been remade. It's like remaking any massive.
I think they made it for the whole concept of having women do it.
I think they did it to make a lot of money, which I don't think
that too. Did. But then it exposes the whole concept of the movie.
It's the year of the lady. We have to celebrate women. I like Birds of Prey a lot. Sorry,
but to me, I
heard that's fun.
I feel like that's a real story. Like they didn't just say like let's remake the other Birds of Prey movie that had the guys in it. It was like let's just write a good movie with women in it and have them be good.
Yeah, like you would argue that. I mean, you don't even have to argue it, but Blow the Man Down is a
I love that movie.
Yeah, that's
very
not
pro.
A remake. It's a great movie.
Yeah, that's a great movie.
Wait, I have a question now. Garrett, did you pick this movie because of the leading lady? You thought that?
No, actually, I happened to watch this last week and I was so blown away, but I loved it so much. I was like, oh, we're fucking doing this movie. Like, I'm going to make everybody watch it. They're going to love it too. You did not.
Then he comes on.
Well, no, jury's out on me, Garrett. And you know what? I still.
Well, what's your?
Well, listen. So I was going to pick Hannah. Has anybody ever seen Hannah?
Hannah. H-A-N-A.
H-A-N-N-A. Oh. I don't know if it has an H on the end.
Oh.
But it's Eric Bana's in it. Saoirse Ronan when she was really young.
Eric Bana is in Hannah? That seems weird. Lots of rhymes going on tonight. I don't know.
Bana is in Hannah.
Okay.
And Saoirse Ronan when she was really young is the star. It's directed by Joe Wright. He's a great director. It's an awesome fucking movie. But I think it's very similar to this movie. So if you didn't like this movie, we don't need to do Hannah. I'm choosing instead. We're doing Fletch. Y'all ever seen Fletch?
Who's in it?
Chevy Chase.
Chevy Chase.
No, I've never seen it.
Big time win there.
We could do Hannah or Fletch. We could do anything, even if
I thought
Hannah's
Fletch,
the same as this.
I thought you guys and your audience would enjoy Fletch more probably.
All right, Fletch.
I thought Fletch.
Oh, this
Fletch is a famous movie too, and I've never seen it.
Oh, Fletch is great. Fletch is from like 86, 87, 85.
Should I read the the
vintage?
Little it's not really the byline, but should I give the viewers a little taste?
Go for it. Give it.
Fletch. Should I read it as the
do that voice.
In a world of veritable chameleon, investigative reporter Erwin Fletcher might drive his editor up the wall, but he always produces great pieces for the newspaper.
Whoa.
This makes it sound so boring.
When his next story is about the drug trade taking place on the beach, Fletch goes undercover as a homeless man. And the more I read is going to just say the whole.
Who wrote this? Isn't it a comedy movie?
Yeah, it is a comedy movie.
So it sounds like a serious movie about someone doing a job for several hours.
No, so it's based on like a book series essentially about a detective, but he's like a reporter. He's like a PI it's like a PI movie basically. But it's like Chevy Chase is a PI, so he's just like a fast talking maniac. And it's very funny. I really love this movie.
And is it, what streaming service is it on?
It's on Peacock, that new NBC service, which is like free to everybody, I'm pretty sure. So yeah.
All free.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's free to everybody. So check out Fletch on Peacock.
Even people in Tatamy.
Yeah.
I'm making a banner quick. Even though we only have a couple
I'm
seconds.
still unemployed, so it has to be free. Thanks.
It's also, guys, it's directed by Michael Ritchie. He was the writer of Cool Runnings. Come on, Michael Ritchie.
Heard of it? I've heard of it.
Hey, I'm in, baby.
No, but he also directed The Bad News Bears, one of the all-time great movies. He's a real good director, and it's got a great Harold Faltermeyer score.
I just think if anybody has 2 first names, I like them, right?
I feel the opposite.
Immediately attracted to them.
Feel the opposite. I think you don't trust somebody with 2 first names.
I do think that. I just said it.
Like Joe Abraham.
Right, like that guy. Oh,
Abraham is a first name, a weird one. But yeah, that's the program. Garrett, thanks for doing this again. We had a lot of fun.
Pleasure.
The Trinity loves to see it. Do you have anything to plug?
You can. Oh, my podcast. I like to movie. Check us out.
Movie. Keep checking it out. Anything cool coming up?
We just did an interview with like 8 people at the same time, which is the craziest thing I've ever done. They make like vaporwave remixes of movies, and it was a really wild interview.
You were talking about that.
Yeah.
All right. So next week, Fletch, definitely check it out. Don't be like me and watch the movie.
Everybody will like Fletch. I feel like I can guarantee this one.
We've got bold prediction here by movie guru Garrett. You're gonna like Fletch.
All right.
From my end, the show on the 29th at Steel Stacks, it's gonna be moved. I can't talk. There might be a thing the next weekend there, but it's up in flux. So if that doesn't happen, I'll be doing one later on in September. But if it does happen, you'll get the link ASAP. Sorry about that. If you were going, chances are you weren't.
Pretty much just me and Kate.
Yeah, just Kate and Tim. I could have just texted you that the show's going to happen. Takeout Friday. Kate, can we talk about that at all, or are we keeping that under wraps?
Yeah, so we are getting the restaurants from the local downtown area in Bethlehem are giving us the Trinity. Sorry, Garrett. They're giving us food from all these different restaurants for us to sample and try. So we're going to be driving around, doing curbside. They're going to bring it out to us.
This would be a great bell ring time because it's a good thing.
Have we entrusted Kate to be the collector of the goods? Because I feel like the samples will be gone.
We established this in a very detailed manner.
I was just trying to do a bit on the program.
How dare you suggest? And by the way, wait. Are we going to say where we're getting things from? Are we going to say it?
Yeah, it's Cole, Urbano, and Tapas so far.
Have we decided who's getting what? Because I know which one I want, but I don't want to take from it.
I want to wait to hear all of our options, and then I'm going to.
Can we all like kind of enjoy them all together? Should we do a little vid of us?
We can do that.
Let's do a little vid.
Yeah, a vid.
Little vid, like a little. Yeah.
Have such hard seltzers and
just shotgun beers and eat tapas.
We show up in the show drunk.
Yeah, if we can share them, that'd be even better. Because I wanted Cole because I've never heard of it before.
I knew you'd want that because I want that.
Jeez.
Well, Cole, if you're here, and make a lot of shit for the Trinity because we all want you bad. All right, so that's gonna be Takeout Friday. But even though the downtown Bethlehem restaurants aren't giving you food, we want you to join in, get some takeout, support the local restaurants. They're having a tough time. We need to help them, need to keep them around so we can go eat them whenever we want, when we are free and able to sit inside without things on our faces.
To be clear, we don't eat the restaurants. We
don't eat the restaurants. The restaurants will not be eaten.
Yeah, don't do that.
The food is made there, and
it's especially important because once it starts getting cold, they're going to lose all of their outdoor seating. So it's going to be 25% capacity indoors, 0 outdoor seating, and they're really going to be screwed for money. So now is the time.
So get out there. We urge you to please do it this Friday. I know a lot of you have been doing it, but if you do it, tag the restaurant, show them some love. We appreciate it. Without further ado, that's our program for the night. Fletch is next week. Takeout Friday. Don't go to Steel Stacks on the 29th, or do. There might be. I think there actually will be a show. It just won't be me. Maybe I just got fired. I just got canceled. Maybe that's. Holy shit! Am I just realizing this? Okay. I will be playing the violin on a street corner, but not at Steel Stacks. Thank you guys. Tim, I know you can't do it, but if you could pretend that there is a bell, I'd love to have you. Let me have you ring that bell.
That's pathetic.
Can you go like this? Can you go? Can you do that little?
It's making me sad.
Oh shit, dude, that's actually really good. Nice. All right. Thank you, everybody. We'll see you tomorrow.